Beloved, I want you to hear this with clarity today. Faith is tested before breakthroughs. Every great miracle, every divine encounter, every life-changing moment in your destiny comes only after your faith has been stretched beyond what you thought you could endure. God does not simply hand out his glory to the unprepared. He does not pour out his presence on those whose hearts are untrained, whose spirits are untested, or whose faith is fragile. Before the manifestation, before the answer, before the breakthrough, your faith will be tested, and it is in that testing that your strength is revealed. Many of you have prayed, hoping for a quick solution, longing for the doors to swing open without struggle. But beloved, the process of testing is intentional. It is not a punishment. It is not a setback. It is not a sign of divine delay. It is the refining of your faith. It is the preparation of your heart to handle what you are asking for. When God allows your faith to be tested, he is showing you how much you truly trust him. When there is no visible evidence, he is teaching you to stand firm when the world says you should fall, to walk in obedience when the path is unclear, and to hope when circumstances scream despair. The tests of faith are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you. They are the proving ground of your spiritual maturity. Without testing, faith remains theoretical, but through testing, faith becomes practical, alive, and resilient. When you have endured, when you have persisted, when you have trusted God in the midst of the impossible, you emerge stronger, wiser, and ready to receive the very miracle you have been longing for. The breakthrough is never just about the outcome. It is about the transformation that happens inside you while you wait. Understand this: the tests of faith are often disguised as ordinary struggles. They come in the form of delays, disappointments, unanswered prayers, financial challenges, broken relationships, and personal hardships. But each of these moments is a divine opportunity to demonstrate trust. Each of these moments is a call to lean on God, even when leaning feels impossible. Each moment is a chance to prove that your faith is not dependent on what you see, but on what you know in your heart, that God is faithful, that he is able, and that he is working all things together for your good. Beloved, do not despise the testing. Do not rebel against the stretching. Do not question why it feels hard. Every test is a preparation for your divine encounter. Every trial is a step toward alignment with God's will. Every moment of doubt is an invitation to deepen your trust, to strengthen your spirit, and to fortify your faith. When you come through the test, you will not only see the miracle, you will understand it, you will appreciate it, and you will be equipped to steward it with wisdom and humility. Remember, breakthroughs do not come to those who are untested or impatient. They come to those whose faith has been proven in the fire. They come to those who have learned to trust God when the situation looked hopeless, who have refused to give up when the world told them to quit, and who have held on to the promises of God with unwavering belief. The testing is not your enemy. It is your preparation. It is the moment when your faith is being stretched so that it can expand to receive the fullness of what God has in store. Beloved, embrace the testing, for it is the proving ground that shapes your character, strengthens your resolve, and aligns your heart with the divine purpose. Your faith is being prepared, refined, and elevated. And when the breakthrough comes, it will be undeniable, overwhelming, and life transforming. Beloved, I want you to hear this with clarity. The encounter you have been waiting for, the moment you have been longing to experience, is imminent. You are on the edge of a life-changing, soul-awakening, spirit-transforming encounter with God. And I am here to tell you that when it comes, it will be unmistakable, it will be undeniable. You will know without a shadow of a doubt that every tear you have cried, every prayer you have whispered, every trial you have endured, and every season of waiting was leading you to this very moment. This encounter is not random, it is not accidental, and it is not for anyone else. It is for you, the chosen one, prepared and ready to experience the glory that only God can reveal. Too often, we look at life and think that our struggles mean something is wrong. We see the delays and the hardships and begin to doubt. We begin to question whether God is really listening, whether he really cares, or whether we will ever receive what we have been promised. But beloved, those moments are not signs of neglect. They are the very setup for your encounter. God is orchestrating every detail, every circumstance, every moment in your life to ensure that when this encounter happens, it is powerful, transformational, and eternal. Nothing that has happened in your life is wasted. Nothing that has challenged you is meaningless. Every experience has been a divine step guiding you closer to the presence of God. Imagine the power of an encounter with God so real that your heart cannot help but be transformed, so undeniable that your spirit cannot help but recognize his glory, so overwhelming that your life can never be the same. That is what is coming for you. That is why the struggles were necessary, why the delays were purposeful, and why your faith has been tested. God does not reveal his fullness to those who are unprepared. He does not pour out his presence on hearts that are not aligned with his will. He waits until the vessel is ready, until the timing is perfect, until the person is fully equipped to receive what he has prepared. Beloved, this encounter will validate your patience, your trust, your perseverance, and your faith. It will confirm that everything you have endured was not in vain. Every disappointment, every unanswered prayer, every closed door, every moment of doubt was part of the divine orchestration leading you to this sacred moment. And when it happens, it will be beyond your expectations. It will exceed your understanding. It will fill you with awe, with joy, and with an unshakable certainty that God has been with you all along, guiding you, preparing you, and positioning you for his glory. Do not fear the waiting. Do not despise the preparation. Do not lose hope in the process. You are being made ready for this encounter, and the very things that seem like obstacles are the tools God has used to strengthen you, teach you, and prepare you. You are about to meet God in a way that will change your perspective, your purpose, and your path forever. Beloved, get ready. Lift your eyes, strengthen your faith, prepare your heart. The encounter is near, it is real, it is powerful, and when it happens, you will understand that every trial, every tear, every delay, and every test was intentional. It was not coincidence, it was preparation, and you, chosen one, are ready to experience the glory of God in a way that will never be forgotten, never be diminished, and never be the same again. Beloved, I want you to understand something very important today. Waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is not a punishment. Waiting is not a sign that God has forgotten you or that your prayers are unheard. In fact, waiting is purposeful. It is intentional. It is a season carefully designed by God to prepare you, to align you, and to strengthen you for the encounter that is about to change everything. Too often, we look at delays and disappointments and think they are meaningless. We see doors that won't open, opportunities that don't come, and seasons that feel long, and we start to doubt, complain, or even give up. But beloved, this waiting is the workshop of the soul, and in this workshop, God is shaping you into the person you need to be for the glory He wants to reveal. Think about the natural world for a moment. Seeds are planted in the dark soil. They are buried under layers of earth. They wait through storms, droughts, and wind. They wait through days when the sun does not shine and nights when it is cold. And yet, beneath the surface, life is growing. Strength is developing. Roots are spreading. And when the time is right, the seed bursts forth, blooms, and bears fruit. So it is with you. The season of waiting is the hidden growth period. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but God is working, preparing, and strengthening you for the moment when you will bloom, when your breakthrough will arrive, and when the answer to your prayers will manifest in ways beyond your imagination. During this season, God is teaching you lessons that cannot be learned any other way. He is teaching you patience when impatience rises. He is teaching you trust when circumstances scream for fear. He is teaching you humility when pride wants to take hold. He is teaching you perseverance when giving up seems easier than continuing. Every day of waiting is an opportunity to grow in strength, in wisdom, and in intimacy with God. The waiting is not an obstacle. It is a training ground. It is where your faith is being stretched. Your character is being molded, and your spirit is being prepared to carry the glory that is about to be revealed. Beloved, do not despise this season. Do not allow frustration, doubt, or fear to steal the lessons that God is teaching you. Every closed door, every unanswered prayer, every delay is purposeful. God is using these moments to refine your heart, to sharpen your focus, and to align your life with His perfect will. The waiting is intentional because God is intentional. He is never careless with your life, and He is never late with His promises. The delays are not denials. They are preparations for something far greater than you can imagine. It is in this waiting that your faith is strengthened, your patience is expanded, and your vision is clarified. You are learning to depend on God rather than circumstances. You are learning to trust His timing rather than your own. You are learning that the glory that comes too early may be wasted, but the glory that comes at the perfect time will change everything forever. Beloved, embrace the waiting. Stand firm in the season of delay. Believe that God is orchestrating every moment for your good. Trust that the doors that remain closed are not meant to trap you. They are meant to redirect you to the right path. The answers are coming. The breakthrough is near. The encounter with God is imminent. And when it comes, you will see that every moment of waiting was purposeful, every second was intentional, and every experience was preparing you for the glory that could not come any sooner than it is meant to. Beloved, I want you to hear this clearly. God's timing is perfect. There is no early, there is no late, and there is no mistake in the unfolding of his plan. So often we grow impatient, we grow frustrated, we begin to question whether God is listening or whether he even cares. We look at the closed doors, the missed opportunities, the setbacks, and we think that maybe we are forgotten or that our prayers are falling on deaf ears. But nothing could be further from the truth. Every no, every delay, every moment that seems empty is God's way of guiding you, aligning you, and positioning you for exactly what he has prepared. He is never late, beloved. He is never early. He is always perfect, and his timing is flawless. Think about the universe for a moment. The planets move in perfect harmony. The stars shine according to a divine rhythm. The seasons change at exactly the right time. And if God cares for the natural order, how much more does he care for your life, for your dreams, for your destiny? Every delay you experience, every closed door you encounter, every season that feels long and uncertain is part of his divine clockwork. You may not see the pattern, you may not understand the timing, but it is all being orchestrated to bring about your highest good, your breakthrough, and your encounter with his glory. Beloved, the fact that something has not happened yet does not mean it will not happen. The fact that doors have closed does not mean you are rejected. The fact that prayers have not been answered does not mean God is absent. It means the timing is not yet perfect. And God, in his infinite wisdom, knows exactly when the conditions are right, when the heart is ready, and when the environment is prepared for the fullness of his blessing to manifest in your life. This is why patience is so critical. This is why trust is so essential, because God's timing is not about what feels right to you. It is about what is perfect according to his divine plan. Look back on your life for a moment and consider the patterns you have experienced. How many times did you want something immediately and God said, not yet? How many times did you pray for an answer only for it to come later in a way far greater than you could have imagined? Those moments are evidence that God's timing is precise, deliberate, and perfectly aligned with your destiny. He is not late. He is preparing. He is positioning. He is ensuring that when the blessing arrives, it is unshakable, undeniable, and life transforming. Beloved, understand that waiting is not a waste and delays are not denials. Every not yet is a divine setup. Every closed door is a divine redirection. Every disappointment is a divine lesson in patience and trust. When God finally opens the door, when he finally answers the prayer, when he finally manifests his presence, you will realize that the wait, the struggle, and the testing were all necessary. They were all part of the perfect timing that made the blessing possible, sustainable, and overflowing. So today, I want you to release doubt, release fear, release frustration. Trust the process. Trust the divine clock. Trust that God's timing is perfect. Stand firm in faith, knowing that every delay, every obstacle, and every closed door is not an accident. It is preparation, it is alignment, and it is positioning for the greatest encounter of your life. God's timing is perfect, beloved. And when he moves, you will see that every moment of waiting was exactly what you needed to be ready for his glory. Beloved, hear me today. Every trial, every challenge, every season of difficulty that you are walking through is not a punishment. It is a preparation. It is the fire that refines your faith, the storm that strengthens your resolve, the pressure that brings out the hidden treasure within your spirit. Too often we see hardship and immediately assume it is a mistake or a sign that God has abandoned us. But I am here to tell you that the very struggles you are facing are what is making you ready for the miracle, ready for the breakthrough, ready to encounter the presence of God in a way that will forever change your life. Think about a piece of gold. Gold must go through the fire. It must endure the flames. It must be melted down, purified, and polished before it becomes the precious metal that we admire and treasure. So it is with you, beloved. God is not allowing trials to destroy you. He is allowing trials to develop you. He is allowing challenges to shape you into a person who can handle the weight of his glory. The difficulties you face are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones. They are preparation for the divine encounter that is coming. The storms are not there to drown you. They are there to train you to walk on water when God calls you to it. You see, God's methods are not always comfortable, but they are always purposeful. He uses trials to teach patience when you want everything immediately. He uses delays to deepen your faith when you want to give up. He uses moments of loneliness to strengthen your spirit when you need to rely not on people, but on him. The pain, the frustration, the confusion, they are all part of God's divine classroom, and every lesson is designed to prepare you for the blessing that is coming. Without this preparation, the breakthrough could overwhelm you. Without this refining, the miracle could slip through your fingers. Many of you have been praying for change, longing for the day when God's presence will manifest in a powerful way in your life. And I promise you, that day is coming. But before it comes, you must be molded, strengthened, and aligned with God's will. You must learn to trust in the process, to stand firm when everything around you is shaking, to have faith when the evidence says otherwise. That is why the trials are necessary. They are not random acts of cruelty. They are divine tools for your transformation. They are shaping your character, preparing your heart, and opening your spirit to receive the fullness of God's glory. Beloved, do not despise the struggle. Do not resent the season of waiting. Do not lose heart when life feels heavy and the path seems unclear. These are the moments that are preparing you for what is greater than you can imagine. Every challenge is a teacher. Every difficulty is a trainer. Every delay is a coach guiding you toward readiness. The God who allows these trials in your life is the same God who will reward your perseverance, who will pour out his presence upon you, and who will reveal his glory in ways that will leave no doubt in your heart that every trial was necessary. Remember this, the preparation may be hard, the fire may be hot, the journey may feel long, but the end result will be worth every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt. You are being prepared for a divine encounter, And the trials you face are the very tools God is using to make you ready. They are not obstacles. They are the divine scaffolding that will hold you steady when the glory comes. Trust the process, beloved. Embrace the preparation, for it is shaping you into the vessel that will carry the fullness of God's blessing. Beloved, let me tell you something that the world may never teach you. Nothing in your life is happening by accident. I don't care how chaotic it feels. I don't care how random it seems. There is a divine hand at work, moving behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your story, every struggle you have faced, every door that has closed in your face, every tear you have cried. It is not a coincidence, not a single one. There is a purpose behind the pain, a plan behind the postponement, a reason behind the waiting that you cannot yet see. Life may feel messy, life may feel unfair, but the truth is every moment has been designed to lead you into the presence of God. Think about the times when everything seemed to fall apart. Think about the moments when your prayers seemed unanswered, when your heart was heavy, when you questioned why life was so difficult. Those moments were not random. They were divine appointments in disguise. God is not absent when life is hard. God is not silent when doors close. God is working, molding, preparing, and aligning your life so that when the time comes, you will be ready to receive what He has promised. The universe is not operating by chance. There is a pattern, a divine order, a precision that you may not understand yet, but it is there. Every no you have received, every disappointment that shook you to your core, every setback that made you question your path, it was not a mistake. It was God redirecting you, shaping you, and positioning you exactly where you need to be. Sometimes we are in such a hurry that we want everything immediately. We want the breakthrough now. We want the miracle today. And when it doesn't happen, we begin to doubt. But beloved, these moments of delay are not detours. They are part of the design. They are the gentle, divine nudges that align your life with the greater purpose that God has in store. What feels like coincidence is actually a carefully orchestrated step toward destiny. Look at your life and see the patterns that have been forming without your control, the people who left, the opportunities that never materialized, the seasons of waiting and silence. All of it has a reason. God is moving you through preparation without you even realizing it. Your past was not wasted. Your present is not pointless. Your future is being built upon the very experiences you thought were mistakes. You may not understand it now, but one day you will look back and see how every challenge, every closed door, every heartbreak was setting you up for a divine encounter, for a season of breakthrough, for the manifestation of God's promises in your life. Nothing is coincidental, beloved. Every event, every encounter, every setback is a piece of the puzzle. When God is ready to reveal Himself, He does not do it haphazardly. He does it in perfect timing, in perfect order, and in a way that will leave no doubt in your heart that His hand was in it all along. You are not lost. You are not forgotten, and you are not overlooked. What may appear as chaos or randomness is actually divine precision. It is the unseen work of a loving God who is preparing you to step into your destiny, to experience His presence, and to witness his glory in ways that surpass your understanding. Beloved, stop labeling your life as coincidence. Stop doubting the meaning behind the pain. Every closed door, every delay, every unanswered prayer is not an accident. It is God's careful preparation. Trust the process. Believe that the divine is working even when you cannot see it. The life you are walking through right now is exactly where you need to be to meet God face to face. And every moment that led you here was intentional, meaningful, and part of a plan far greater than you could ever imagine.